Hello dear students, this is Milind Patwardhan, your course instructor for the course on mathematical physics, and we were discussing the topic that is differential equations. So in up to 4 lectures on differential equations, up to so far we have covered the topics like differential equation of first order and first degree, how to solve these type of equations by variable separation method, then what is mean by homogeneous differential equation, what is mean by linear differential equation, then equations reducible to linear form, exact differential equations, and linear differential equation with constant coefficients, in which we have seen how to find the complementary function and then how to find the particular integral, because the general solution of linear differential equation with constant coefficient is the sum of complementary function plus particular integral. So now in our lecture 5 we are going to cover again one lecture on differential equations, and this lecture will be solely on the problems which are asked in previous year question papers of CSIR, NET, GATE, JEST and JAM. So let us begin with the solution to the problems on differential equations asked in previous year question papers. So let us begin with the question which is asked in IIT JAM 2015. Consider the equation which is dy by dx is equal to y square by x with the boundary condition that y of 1 is equal to 1. Out of the following, the range of x in which y is real and finite is, and here you have the options. Now here we have given the differential equation with the boundary condition, which is y of 1 is equal to 1. It means that when the value of x is equal to 1, the value of y is equal to 1. So let us begin with our differential equation, which is dy by dx is equal to y square by x. So let us separate the variables. So by variable separable method, let us take this x on this y on left hand side and x on the right hand side. So we get dy by y square is equal to dx by x. So this is dy by y square is equal to dx by x. Now let us integrate this equation on both sides. So integrating this, we get integration of 1 upon y square will be equal to 1 minus 1 upon y, and it is equal to integration of 1 by x over dx will be equal to log of x, and you have to add some constant, arbitrary constant, to the right hand side. So we have the solution of this equation as y as minus 1 upon y is equal to log of x plus c or c dash. So now we substitute the first boundary condition here, which is y of 1 is equal to 1. So since this y of 1 is equal to 1, it implies that this will be minus 1 upon y, which is 1. So this will be minus 1 by 1, and it should be equal to log of 1, because here we have to substitute the value of x as 1. So here log of 1 plus c dash. So it implies that since this log of 1 is equal to 0, since the log of 1 is equal to 0, it implies that this c dash is equal to minus 1. So now we can write the solution as minus 1 upon y is equal to log of x minus 1, because we have calculated the value of this c dash as minus 1. So this is now the solution. So this implies that this y is equal to 1 upon 1 minus log of x. Now at x is equal to 0, this y becomes infinite, and since this log of x is not defined for the negative values of x, and therefore here you can see that this x cannot lie between that of minus infinity and minus 3, because log of x is not defined for the negative values. So these two options will get cancelled out, that is A is not correct, B is not correct. So we have to check whether the answer is C or D. So here at x is equal to 0, since this the value of this y becomes infinite, and therefore here this x cannot take the value which is equal to 0. So x is equal to, or x is greater than or equal to 0 is not possible, because for this value of x y becomes infinity, and therefore the correct answer should be D. So the answer is D, that is x lies between that of 3 to infinity. Okay, then the next problem, which is asked in IIT JAM 2017 examination, that consider the differential equation y double dash plus 2y dash plus y is equal to 0 if f of y is equal to 0. So this is our first condition, boundary condition, which is given, and y dash of 0 is equal to 1. Then you have to find the value of y of 2 is, and it is specifically asked that specify your answer to 2 digits after the decimal point. So you have to give the answer up to only 2 decimal digits. I have already explained in my previous lectures that the notation for the operator, that is the differential operator D, which is mean by dy by dx, can also be written like y dash, can also be written like y dash, or the operator d square, which is d2y by dx square. The operator which is d2y by dx square can also be written like y double dash. So y double dash, it means that this is the double derivative. So the auxiliary equation is given to you, and the auxiliary equation is it can be written as m square d square, any notation can be used for this. So I have used this notation as d square, so you can use this as d square plus this is 2d plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is our auxiliary equation. Now if you find the roots of this equation, then you will find that the value of d is equal to minus 1 twice. So it is the repeated root. So the roots are real but they are equal, and if the roots are real and equal, then the complementary function will be equal to c1, some any arbitrary constant. So y is equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to power ax, where this a is minus 1. So this is my complementary function. So this is and since there is no term on the RHS, the term on the RHS is 0, it means that the complete solution will be only this thing. There is no particular integral, because it is only the auxiliary equation. Since on the right hand side the term is 0. So now okay, let me clear this. So now we are going to use the first condition, which is y of 0 is equal to 0. It means that here if you put the value of x as 0, you get the value of y as 0. So y of 0 is equal to 0. It implies that here if I substitute the value of x as 0, then it will be this y will be equal to c1 plus c2 into 0, because x is 0, so that will be 0, and this is into e raised to power x, where x is again 0, so anything raised to power 0 is 1. It means that this will be only c1, and this c1 should be equal to 0, because this y is also 0. So we get the value of this constant as c1 is equal to 0, and since we get the value of constant as c1 is equal to 0, so now we can rewrite the solution as this y, which is equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to minus x. So c1 being 0, the solution becomes y is equal to c2 x into e raised to minus x, because c1 is 0. So now now let us substitute the second condition, which is y dash of 0 is equal to 1. So let us find what is y dash, that is the derivative of y. So y dash will be equal to, here I take this c2 as constant, so it can be taken out of the differentiation, and differentiating this term, that is x into e raised to power minus x. So by keeping this e raised to power minus x as first function, derivative of this x is equal to 1. So first function into derivative of second, that is 1, minus second function, which is x, into derivative of first, which is again e raised to minus x. So since this y dash of 0 is equal to 1, so here we substitute the value of x as 0. So by substituting the value of x is equal to 0, we get the value of y dash as 1. So we get here 1 is equal to c2 into e raised to power, here we put the value of x as 0, so anything raised to power 0 is 1, so it will be 1 minus, since this, if we put here 0, x is equal to 0, so this total term will be 0. So we get c2 into 1 minus 0. So it implies that c2 is equal to 1. So since c2 is equal to 1, we can again rewrite the solution as y is equal to x, because c2 is being 1. So the solution y will be equal to x into e raised to minus x. Now what is asked in our problem is, you have to find the value of y of 2. So now we can substitute here the value of x as 2, and for the value of x as 2, we need to find what is the value of y. So it will be now very simple, just substitute here the value of x as 2, so it will be 2 into e raised to power minus 2, which is equal to 2 divided by e square. So this will be equal to 2 divided by 2.72 square. So it is roughly, if you calculate this, then it will be roughly 0.27, and hence the answer is 0.27, and you have to calculate only up to 2 digits, 2 decimal places. Okay, then the next problem is asked in JEST 2014 examination, that what are the solutions of f double dash of x minus 2 times f dash of x plus f of x is equal to 0. So again on the right hand side, the term is 0, and therefore the auxiliary equation, I already told you about this notation. So since y is a function of x, and therefore this f double dash of x is nothing but it is d2y by dx square. Similarly, this f dash of x is nothing but it is dy by dx, and therefore, and this f of x is equal to y. So the auxiliary equation will be equal to d square minus 2d plus 1, and this should be equal to 0. So if you solve this, if you find the roots of this equation, then it will be d minus 1 square, it should be equal to 0. So d is equal to 1 twice, and since the roots are real and they are equal, and therefore the solution will be equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to power x. So the answer is very simple, and hence it is c1 into e raised to power x plus c2 into x into e raised to power x, and hence the answer is D. So this is a very simple problem. So it is only about finding the complementary function, because here on the right hand side the term is 0. Then the next problem is asked in GATE 2011 examination, that the solutions to the differential equation dy by dx is equal to minus x upon y plus 1 are a family of, and here you have given the options as circles with different radii, circles with different centers, straight lines with different slopes, straight lines with different intercepts on the y-axis. So basically this is a problem which is asked, which is based on the differential equations, but you have to write the solution in the form of a equation of a circle, because here in the option are given that whether this is the solution for circle of different radii or a circle of different center or straight line and so on. So we will find the solution, and then we will see whether the solution is in terms of a straight line or it is in the equation of a circle. So for the equation of straight line, you know that it is y is equal to mx plus c. So if it is of that form, then we have to look for these two options, and if the solution is in the form of a circle, then we have to look for these two options. So let us begin with the solution. So we have the equation which is dy by dx is equal to minus x upon y plus 1. So again separating the variables, so we take this y plus 1 on left hand side and this dx on the right hand side. So we get y plus 1 dy is equal to minus x dx. So then we can take this x dx on the left hand side. So we get the equation as x dx plus y dy plus dy is equal to 0. Now integrating this equation, we get x square by 2 plus y square by 2 plus y, and this should be equal to any arbitrary constant. So dividing this whole equation by 2 multiplying this whole equation by 2, we get x square plus y square plus 2y is equal to 2 times c1. So this is our solution. Now if you look at this solution, then it is definitely not in the form of a straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c, but it can be reduced to the form of equation of a circle. It means that these two options are not correct, that is C and D are not correct solutions, so we have to look for these two options. So now we convert this equation, so like here if I make this equation as x minus 0 square plus y plus 1 square, because this y plus 1 square will be equal to what? This y plus 1 square will be equal to y square plus 2y plus 1. So if I want to write this y for this term, that is y square plus 2y, in the form of this that is y plus 1 square, then here the term will be y plus 1 square, but this y plus 1 square will be equal to y square plus 2y plus 1, but I have the term which is y square plus 2y, so I have to minus 1 from this term. So if I subtract minus 1 from this term, then I can take this minus 1 on the right hand side. So on the right hand side the term will be 2c1 plus 1. So this minus 1 will come on the right hand side, so it will become 2c1 plus 1. So it is again another constant which is c. So now this equation is the equation of a circle, and here you will see that large number of circles they can pass through, they can be of different radii, and therefore this is a family, because there are large number of circles for different values of x and y. So for every value of x and y you get a different value of radii as c, and hence you have a family of circles, family for large number of different values of x and y, you get a large number of radii, and therefore it is a family of circle with different radii and not the centers. So the option A is correct. Now let us take one more problem from GATE 2014 examination, that the solution of the differential equation which is d2y by dt square minus y is equal to 0, subject to the boundary condition that y of 0 is equal to 1 and y of infinity is equal to 0 is. So now the solution is very simple, because the differential equation is very simple, of the form which is d square minus 1 is equal to 0. So d will be equal to plus or minus 1. So since the roots are real and different, so the complementary function will be equal to c1 into e raised to power c1 into e raised to power 1 into t plus c2 into e raised to power minus 1 into t, because one of the root is plus 1 and the other root is minus 1. Now on the right hand side, since the term is 0, it means that this is only the complete solution. Now we apply the boundary condition which is y of 0 is equal to 1. So when we substitute the boundary condition, which is y of 0 is equal to 1, when that means when we substitute here x is equal to 0, the value of y is 1. Or here if it is in the form of t, then here it will be t. So here we substitute the value of t as 0, t is equal to 0, so we get the value of y as 1. So it implies that this will be equal to 1, which is equal to c1 into e raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1, and again here e raised to power 0, so it is 1, so it means that 1 is equal to c1 plus c2. Then we put the second boundary condition, that is y of infinity is equal to 0. So the y of infinity being equal to 0, so we get this term as 0 for the value of t being infinity. So e raised to power infinity is infinity, and therefore this will be equal to infinity plus this term, which is c2, into e raised to power minus infinity is this is 1 upon e raised to power infinity, and 1 upon e raised to power infinity is 0. So finally we get this as c1 will be equal to 0 and c2 is equal to 1. So the final solution will be y of t is equal to here since the c1 is equal to 0, so this term will be 0, this term will be equal to 0, and therefore we get the term as y of t is equal to c2 into e raised to power minus t. But by using this boundary condition we get the value of c2 as 1. So since c2 is equal to 1, so we get the solution as y of t is equal to e raised to power minus t. Now if you look at the solutions of solutions from the option, then here there is no such option which is present in the solution. So you have to see which of the option is correct by converting it into this form. So let us take for example this option D, which is cos of ht. So you know what is the cos of ht, which is hyperbolic cosine. So its value is e raised to power t plus e raised to power minus t divided by 2 minus sine of hyperbolic t, that is equal to e raised to power t in bracket e raised to power minus t by 2. So I can take this 2 as common, and so this e raised to power t minus e raised to power t will be 0, and this e raised to power t minus e raised to power t, that will be equal to 2 times e raised to power t. So this 2 will get cancelled off, and we finally remain with the answer as e raised to power t. So this is our e raised to power minus t. So this is the correct answer, that is t. Then the next problem is from GATE 2016 exam, that consider the linear differential equation which is dy by dx is equal to xy if y is equal to 2 at x is equal to 0. So this is the condition which is given. Then the value of y at x is equal to 2 is given by. So the differential equation is dy by dx is equal to xy. So let us separate the variables. So take this y on left hand side and this dx on right hand side. So we get 1 upon y dy is equal to x dx. So integrating this we get integration of 1 upon y with respect to dy is equal to log of y, and it is equal to integration of this x dx is x square by 2 plus ln of c, some any arbitrary constant. So we write here as ln of c for our convenience. So finally the solution will be equal to y is equal to c into e raised to power x square by 2. So this is our solution. So let us substitute the condition that y is equal to 2 at x is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 2 at x is equal to 0, so this y will be equal to 2 for x being 0. So it is c into e raised to power, when you substitute here x is equal to 0, it will be 0. So anything raised to power 0 is 1. It implies that this c is equal to 2. So therefore we get the solution as y is equal to 2 times e into 2 times e raised to power x square by 2. Now let us substitute. You have to find the value of y at x is equal to 2. So here let us substitute the value of x as 2. So we get the solution as y is equal to 2 times e raised to power here 2 square by 2, that will be 4 by 2, so it will be 2, and therefore the answer is 2 into e square. So the correct answer is D, which is 2e square. Then the next problem is asked from GATE 2017 examination, that consider the differential equation which is dy by dx plus y tan x is equal to cos x. If y of 0 is equal to 0, you have to find the value of y of pi by 3, and you have to find it up to 2 decimal places. So the differential equation which is dy by dx plus y tan of x is equal to cos x is of the type which is dy by dx plus p of x y is equal to cos x. So this is a differential equation which is a linear differential equation, and you know how to solve the linear differential equation. We have seen the method of solving the linear differential equation. First you need to find out the particular integral, you need to find out the integrating factor, and the integrating factor will be equal to e raised to power integration of p dx. So here your p of x is equal to tan of x. So the integrating factor will be equal to e raised to power integration of tan of x dx. So the integrating factor will be e raised to power integration of tan of x dx will be equal to log of sec x, and e raised to power log of sec x will be equal to sec x. So our first step is over. The first step is to find the integrating factor. Then the second step is the general solution, which is equal to y multiplied by integrating factor, and it should be equal to integration of q into integrating factor plus any arbitrary constant. So here this general solution will be equal to y multiplied by integrating factor, which is equal to sec of x, and this should be equal to q is cos of x multiplied by integrating factor, which is sec x, plus c. So this will be equal to y into sec x plus y into sec x, which is equal to, now this is integration of sec x into cos x, but sec x is equal to 1 upon cos x, so cos x gets cancelled off, so this is nothing but integration of x dx. This is integration of only dx, and integration of dx will be equal to x plus, so this will be c, and hence the general solution will be y sec x is equal to x plus c. Here this integration, because one of this sec x is equal to 1 upon cos x. So sec x into cos x, sec x into cos x, that will be 1 upon cos x into 1 upon cos x. So this get cancelled, and hence it is only 1 dx, and the integration of 1 dx is x plus c. So this is the general, this is the solution, which is y sec x is equal to x plus c. Now it is given that first boundary condition, that if y of 0 is equal to 0, it means that here if I substitute the value of x as 0, I get the value of y as 0 for the value of x being 0. So this so y will be 0, so 0 into sec 0, so it will be 0 into sec 0, and it should be equal to, it should be equal to 0 plus c. So 0 into sec 0 is equal to 0 plus c, so it implies that c will be equal to 0. So now now the solution will be y sec x is equal to x, because c will be 0. So it implies that y is equal to x upon sec of x. So now we have to find the value of y of pi by 3. So here you have to find the value of y when the value of x is equal to pi by 3. So now let us substitute here the value of x as pi by 3. So we get the value of y as y is equal to pi by 3 divided by sec of pi by 3. So this will be pi by 3 divided by sec pi by 3 is equal to 2. So this will be equal to pi by 6, and hence the value is 0.52. So up to 2 decimal places the answer is 0.52. So the answer is 0.52 is the answer. This is the answer up to 2 decimal places. Okay, so let us have a quick recap about the problems which we have discussed. We have discussed all type of problems which are asked in differential equations from the examinations, such as IIT, JAM, then JEST, GATE, and in previous 4 lectures we have discussed the problems from CSIR net. So I think we have discussed all the problems from this topic which is asked in all the previous year question paper of different types. So here we end up with the lecture 5. If you like this lecture, then please provide a review for the course. If you like it, you can do this by visiting the review section as shown below, and you may also ask questions in the comment section of a lecture, which will allow us to serve you better. Okay, thank you.